Beans. They're colorful, they're delicious, they're everywhere, from the grocery store to your kitchen. These versatile legumes are perfect for stews, soups, main dishes, side dishes, cookies, cakes, appetizers, and dips. They're also one of the most nutrient-rich foods on earth. They're low in fat, gluten-free, packed with protein, complex carbohydrates, minerals, antioxidants, and yes, a lot of fiber. The more you eat, the better you feel. And beans make a substantial meal. They form a complete protein when paired with nuts, seeds, or grains. That might be why bean eaters are slimmer and weigh, on average, 7 pounds less than people who don't eat beans. They've even been shown to fight disease and improve brain function. So what's the story behind one of nature's superfoods? Like any good food, ingredients matter. And what you're looking at is one of the most important ingredients you'll find for beans. This is the rich black soil of a region we like to call Northarvest. This area is legendary for its agriculture. The soil here is among the most fertile you can find on Earth. Roughly 50% of all U.S. dry beans are planted in this region. We lead the United States in the production of pinto, navy, dark red kidney, and pink beans. The Northarvest region also grows large quantities of black, light red kidney, small red, great northern, and cranberry beans. When the market demands, other classes are commonly grown as well. All this output comes from an area that includes just 2 U.S. states, North Dakota and Minnesota. It represents a small part of North America, but it's geographically significant. The Northarvest region spans 112,000 square miles, or about 292,000 square kilometers. That's more area than England, Scotland, and Wales combined. Every class of beans produced by Northarvest is natural, non-GMO, and selectively bred. It's a crop that's a bit more labor-intensive. It takes a special breed of farmer to manage the level of risk it takes to grow quality beans. The people who tend this fertile soil, farmers who manage growth and production amid changing weather, technology, and market demands, rank among the most innovative, progressive, and dependable growers in America. They keep the vital tradition of American family farms alive, and they handle the great responsibility of ensuring that the U.S. leads the world in quality bean production.
I've been farming since 1971. My brother was working for a farmer, and he offered us an opportunity to take over his operation if we stayed with him. We started out from that point with actually nothing to begin with because our parents didn't have anything as far as farming or any operation. And he had about 2,500 acres, and we sharecropped it. Just a family friend. He wasn't any relation to us at all. And he stuck by his word and turned the operation over to us. We've doubled our operation now to just under 6,000 acres. My brother Mark and I were farming a full partnership, and we both have a son. My son is 32 and Mark's son is 18, and they both have interest in carrying on farming. Beans are a great food. They're adaptable to most diets, and they're very healthy, and I think beans are great.
Bean planting begins in spring after a cold, cleansing winter. About 1.5 to 1.8 million acres of dry beans are planted in the United States, beginning in mid to late May, when soil reaches a temperature of about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. In about 7 to 10 days, germination occurs, and plants start to emerge from the soil. With the abundant rainfall and warm summer days that characterize the Northarvest region, plants grow to a height between 12 to 18 inches in about 4 to 6 weeks. In about 7 weeks, little flowers bloom within the fields, and the natural pollination process begins. Over the next several weeks, flowers give way to bean pods. As the beans ripen, the plants dry and change color from green to golden yellow. Soon these plants will shed their leaves, leaving only stems and dry pods. Quite a difference from the lush green canopy that spread across the valley just a month and a half earlier. When this golden scene unfolds in early fall, harvest can begin. Harvest is an impressive composition of productivity, precision, and timing. Combines clear the finished beans from the field, separate the pods, and lift the beans into trucks. Then they're trucked to local bean elevators where they're graded. Elevator personnel hand-pick beans to determine grade. The amount of dirt, damage, moisture content, and temperature are all important factors that determine quality and suitability for the end user. This annual campaign can take anywhere from a few weeks to a couple of months. Harvest is now over. The fields are empty and the dry beans are stored, but they won't stay long. This wholesome harvest is just beginning its journey to kitchens and plates around the world. At modern processing facilities throughout the Northarvest region, the latest equipment cleans, sorts, and sizes the beans to match exacting customer specifications. Gravity separators remove the offending material from the dry beans, while advanced optical technology separates beans by color and shape. The goal is uniformity, which doesn't just look good on a food shelf. It makes it easier for consumers to cook and use the bean, and aids in further processing when the beans are used in other food products. The final product travels across North America and around the globe, shipped in bulk or bagged to customer specifications in units of up to 110 pounds. Northarvest beans arrive at packagers, canneries, and seaports by rail or truck. Some beans are used as is, while others are destined for further processing, resulting in canned beans with flavored sauces or no sauce at all, as well as bean pastes, snack foods, bean flours, and more. Consumers find them all packaged for retail and grocery stores.
Our product is brought in by rural Minnesota, North Dakota farmers. When our product leaves here, we feed most of the United States, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Canada to Mexico. Our beans go around the world to many, many foreign countries. We feed a lot of people. Over the course of as many years as I've been doing this, the one thing that really stands out is beans have been promoted as a healthy product. And they are a healthy product. They're good for your heart. They're good for every part of your system. People don't know when they're missing if they haven't had beans from the valley. So.
The finished products travel across an extensive network of highways, railroads, and waterways that extend across North America and connect to key ports for quick shipment to waiting markets. People who aren't familiar with agriculture might think this is a seasonal business, but there is plenty of work to go around all year long. Dry beans have always been a non-GMO crop, and the researchers aim to keep it that way. Throughout the year, Northarvest partners with scientists at leading research universities, such as North Dakota State University and the University of Minnesota, to ensure that naturally selected varieties continue to thrive in this region. Additional research into farming methods ensure high yields that meet demand, with superior quality and nutritional characteristics that keep consumers coming back for more. Mother Nature's done all right by Northarvest dry bean growers. We're doing all that we can to ensure she stays in control.
Breeding varieties is really a team approach. You have to have certain characteristics and varieties to make them suitable for our environment. And plant pathologists and breeders work together really closely because of that. As plant pathologists, we do a lot of work behind the scenes. We work with the breeder, we work with other pathologists, we try to figure out what diseases there are, try to help incorporate genetic resistance. But one of the things I find most rewarding is getting out into the field and helping those individual growers or an area of growers manage diseases.
Beyond production, processing, and research, Northarvest Bean Growers Association funds and implements marketing initiatives, trade shows, and consumer outreach, ensuring that there's always a place at the table for delicious dry beans. From planting and harvest to research and marketing, it's an important effort made up of many people who are passionate about what they do. And that's what Northarvest truly represents, people coming together. When you deal with Northarvest, you don't just get the world's best dry beans. You're buying the dedication of thousands of hardworking Minnesotans and North Dakotans, scientists, farmers, shippers, and processors who take pride in producing this wholesome, nutritious, and flavorful product. These people are totally committed to the business of dry beans. These people are Northarvest.